I'm Arson Rides, and I make YouTube videos riding motorcycles because you like it so much, and I go cheer, 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 cheer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up, you cunt? How you doing, girl? Me? Well, I'm doing just fine. Looking at this Jesus-like view right here. Yeah, that sultry view. That is nut-busting view right there. Oh, God, it's a nut-busting. Being for a good vlog today, out here on the world of Palo Verde, where the sweetest of sugar bars lie beneath the most gorgeous of mansions, and Arson rides to road to live in. But yeah, we about to get down. We about to get dirty. We about to ride. Oh, yeah, a Twixters. As fast as the KLR can go. Just not very fast. Hello! So, funny story right now that just happened is I was sitting out there with my mushroom tip in my hand thinking about what I'm gonna do for this vlog right here, and sure enough, I'm sitting there in my little parking space just having a little smoke, a little Red Bull action, and all of a sudden this old couple parks right next to me, and the guy walks out and he sees my GoPro. He's like, "Hey, you got a GoPro, huh?" And I was like, yeah, you know, I just film myself riding around up in the hills and whatnot. He's like, "Oh yeah, you go up into the Palo Verde Hills?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Oh, cool." And he like shows his wife is like chilling in the car, and she's like, "Oh, you have a GoPro?" And I was like, yeah, I got a GoPro. She's like, "How much are those?" And I go ahead and tell her how much they cost and whatnot, and all the models that they have, and how much, you know, her and her husband love to ride out in these hills, and she would like a little GoPro to stick on her helmet, you know, so they can film their rides together as old lovebirds. They were very cute, by the way. And so he goes into the store, comes back out, and when he comes out, he's like, "So, you post that to YouTube?" And I was like, yeah. Not thinking that he would ask me what my channel name is, and he goes ahead and whips out the old pen and paper, and he has me spell it out for him how to find me on YouTube, and I'm just like, fuck, I can't lie to the guy. It's like, you know, if you're a fine-ass chick and you give a guy, like, the wrong number, like, you're kind of salty about it, but whatever. And so I go ahead and give him my actual YouTube name. So yeah, if you're watching this video, you guys are amazing people, and I'm very sorry that I'm a dirty, fucking, shitty human being that says nothing but cunt, shit, cock, and balls, and makes nothing but fart and dick jokes all day. Don't hold it against me. I'm actually a nice person, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. And but you guys are awesome. Keep on riding. You know, maybe one day I'll see you guys on the road, and we'll stop, we'll chit chat, we'll have a cup of tea, you know, have a little picnic action and shit. So, you know, I'll see you guys on the road. So, other topics for the day. Someone on Twitter asked me to give out some high school stories. Now, I was a bit of a little bitch dick in fucking high school, so, you know, I got some good stories for that, I suppose. And, actually, I've got a little middle school story for you, for some shitty things that we used to do in middle school. So, in middle school, you know, you're starting to get them fucking prepubescent rage going on, and you want to go ahead and have some fun at fucking high school or middle school, wherever the fuck I was doing. I forgot what age I said I was. But something that we used to do that no one ever got in trouble for, but it became a big epidemic at my school, was that we would have flash mosh pits. So basically, like, you'd have like your passing period out in the hallway and shit, and like a bunch of like, you know, the metalheads and the punks that I associated with. We would go ahead and we would do these flash mosh pits in the middle of everyone. And so basically, you know, with or without music, all you would hear is mosh pit! And everyone would just start throwing fists and fucking like doing fucking little spinny fucking ninja kicks and shit, like fucking little emos did and shit. Dude, and people got fucked up too. Like this one chick, she like got kicked right in the face and hit the ground, knocked the fuck out. Like serious shit. Like people got hurt in these fucking things. But at the time we were like, ah, fuck it, you know, that's what happens in a mosh pit, you know, casualties and whatnot. Yeah, that was fucking terrible. And we would do that, we did that like every fucking passing period for a week. And then we would do it for like a good like 20 seconds or something like that. And, damn, this guy's hauling ass. And, yeah, we would do that every day for a week until finally the school board, they came out and they said, alright, anyone doing these mosh pits will be immediately expelled from school. No questions asked. If you're a part of it and we catch you, like, you're fucking done. So that pretty much fucking put the fucking nail on the dickhead on that one. We stopped doing that really quick. So yeah, that's a little fucking, little arson cunt story for you. None less surprising that I would be doing some fucking shiesty shit like that, but it happened. So I was like, I wouldn't say that I was a good kid, but I wasn't like a druggie or nothing like that. I never got down with drugs. That just wasn't my fucking thing. I didn't really, you know, see the point in it. And my dad, you know, he used to be in an 80s hair metal band, and so my dad would tell me all these stories about how, you know, all these shitty stories about like my godmother almost getting in an overdose, or she did overdose and almost fucking died, and all these other times where, you know, fucking just crazy shit happened with drugs. So, you know, his ability to communicate with me and let me know his personal stories and the drugs that he's done prevented me from, you know, getting into that shit. So, for all you young parents out there, a little tip of advice: when your kids get to about that age when they start doing drugs and shit, fucking talk to them about it. Let them know your experiences and shit. Like, you know, be open with them, because what I found is that if you don't talk to them about it and you tell them not to do drugs and that's all, then they're gonna be curious. They don't know what it does. You know, the health class can only do so much. They need their parents' input on, you know, some shitty fucking situations that people have got themselves in. So, be open with them. Anyway, I digress. Okay. So anyway, I used to, everyone at my high school used to think that I was a drug dealer, like a big time drug dealer. Like, not no fucking like, hey, let me get a nickel bag. Like, people thought that I was like fucking Mac Daddy of all fucking weed dealers and shit. And I always got a kick out of it. Sometimes I would like play it off and I'd be like, oh yeah, how much you need, cuz? But and then later on tell him, I was like, bro, I don't even smoke weed. So I would play up on that shit. And then one time I got suspended because word got out that I was a drug dealer, which I wasn't, but word had gotten out that I was. And so this whole fucking crazy thing went down where I had to get like drug tested for marijuana and shit, because the cops came in, they searched my shit and all that, and I had to let them know. I was like, I don't know why people think I'm a drug dealer. You guys can search me fucking 99.99% of the fucking day. You can search my fucking booty hole and shit, and you will never find anything. And then so once that came around, like, my dad had to talk to him, and he was like, yeah, my son does not smoke weed or do any of that shit, so you guys are fucking tripping nutsack. So At one time, I was known for being a drug dealer. Let me go ahead and catch some fucking ropes right here. You guys want some views? Here's a view for you. Yeah. Maestro, go ahead and play me a little sultry track right now. Go ahead and bring that track back. Yeah. Yeah. Very fortunate to live in this part of Southern California. This is a very beautiful view. I mean, this is like if I had a female here, I'd be like, oh baby, I love you. This is so romantic. Girl, you looking fine today. But instead I have my motorbike, so I'm like, ooh, yeah, you looking good today, girl. Yeah, you still got them BXD mud ropes all over you. Let me go ahead and clean that rope off your lip right there. Yeah. Don't be shy. Let's look at your undercarriage. Oh yeah, you got some ropes in your undercarriage. I'm gonna have to hose you down if you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh man. This is something else, man. Oh, a little story about this. This is actually the same place where the fire rescue went down, for those of you that saw that video. And it was kind of funny is that I was looking at my emails the other day and I saw someone commented, which I will get around to replying or retorting to that comment. He said that I staged that fire rescue. Now let me go ahead and say the fucking intricacies that would have had to have gone down if I were to have staged that. First of all, I would have had to have shoved a couple of dickheads down this fucking 50-foot fucking cliff right here. That's number one. Number two, I would have had to call all kinds of firefighters to go ahead and come over here and rescue the couple of dickheads that I shoved down. And then I would have to return to the scene of the crime, acting like, oh, what's going on here? I turned down this random ass corner, and I'm witnessing people getting rescued and whatnot. Yeah. I went ahead and did that for 1,000 views or whatever the hell that video got, because I'm desperate. I am that desperate for views that I'm gonna push a couple of dickheads down that and have them get rescued. Smart. Real smart. You know what? This, I think, is actually gonna be my spot. I'm gonna have to just come out here and ponder upon my life. Look at all these other people walking their dogs and shit over here. And I would love to live right there, or fuck right there. This would be fucking great. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and Instagram her. yeah. So, the next topic we're going to talk about is, thus far in my street riding adventures, the scariest moments that I've had since getting my cock, my KL Dickhead 650. Oh man, unfortunately, I've had a few too many that I will go ahead and share with you guys. The first one, go ahead and get some, there we go. Okay, the first one that I've had that put a little bit of fear into my goody hole, I came up to this light, it was turning yellow, and I was like, oh fuck, I can't stop in time, I'm gonna go ahead and try to speed up to hit this yellow light. Well, there was a little turn there, and what I didn't realize was that there was another light about 75 feet ahead of this light that I didn't realize had already turned red. So I hit the brakes like a fucking fat dickhead clenching a fucking sugar wall rope, and I slid out a bit. The worst thing is that I hit a oil slick. My tires locked up, both of them. I got like mad wobbles, like, oh shit, and I almost fucking biffed it tough and went right through the red light. Luckily there wasn't too many dickheads going through the light, and they all saw me coming, and luckily they just stopped right there and let me go right through. And luckily I was actually able to regain some traction and control the speed wobbles a bit. And after that one, I smoked a hell of a cigarette. I was like, whoo! My fucking butthole was puckered up for about a good 5 days, because man, I almost fucking ate shit. Like, that would have been like fucking real bad. Second really bad memorable one was one time I was going down the road in Torrance, and you know, we were going about, like, it was a 45 mile per hour zone, probably going about that speed, and all of a sudden everyone is like smacking the shit out of their brakes. I see ass ends lifting up, and you know, a bunch of smoke everywhere. And my KLR, I've got fucking trail tires on it. Trail tires on it. And as you know, if you've ever ridden with fucking trail tires on the road, if you want to fucking brake real quick, go ahead and forget about it, because these things actually have like fucking no traction when you want to stop. So I fucking slid, and I probably slowed down maybe about fucking about 10 miles an hour, and I fucking my wheels locked up, and I started fucking sliding. My rear tire started coming out this way, and I almost hit a car, and luckily I hit the handlebar, or I turned the handlebars the other way, drifted the other way, and barely missed the car to my right. And then all of a sudden there's a fucking truck at the end of the light, and luckily I lit off on the brakes, got a little bit more fucking traction on them fucking on those tires in the rear, and regained it, and stopped about like fucking like 2 Asian dickheads before the fucking the truck. Oh man, and there would have been no way to avoid that truck if I was still sliding too, because he was a fucking wide load. He was like the Barbra Streisand of fucking truck asses. So there would have been no way to avoid that. I would have just fucking caught the fucking the loading ramp to the fucking dome chrome, and probably ended up splitting my head in half like a fucking Canadian from South Park. I would have looked like Terrence and Phillip. Terrence and Philip's retarded cousin. So, yeah, there's that fucking story. That fucking sucked. Like, after that, like, I was so pissed off. Oh, I forgot to fucking tell you why everyone was stopping. Oh, some dickhead fucking cops that were honestly fucking, I guess in a rush to fucking hit Krispy Kreme before the fucking, shop closed up. So, they all ran red lights, fucking almost hit a bunch of cars, and there was like, they were rolling like fucking, like 10 or 12 deep, all fucking crossing the red light, fucking, no, they didn't even slow down, they just fucking ran right through it and fucking, like, froggered it. So that fucking, oh my god, that pissed me off so bad. I actually wrote a letter to, Torrance Police Department saying, like, I wanted to know what the fuck they were going to that was so goddamn important that they put fucking, like, my life at risk and also fucking other people's lives. I was fucking heated. Alright, since you're not gonna go, I'm gonna go ahead and go, because you can go suck a dick. Ugh. But yeah, that goes ahead and sums that shit up. While we're on the subject, go ahead and tell me what your scariest moments are. I want to go ahead and know what the scariest moment in your riding life have you had. Make sure you share that, because I want to know if I'm not the only one that's got fucked over by fucking police trying to slide into my DMs and shit. So, at the end of this video, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and tell you to go ahead and like and dislike the video if you liked it. Or if you don't like it, go ahead and tell me why, and maybe I'll fix it. But if you don't tell me, you just hit the dislike button, where I'll be like, well, fuck, I guess I just fucking suck at life, and I should probably just go fucking sell my mushroom tip for a living, because this ain't working. But if you like it, tell me why you like it, and then maybe go ahead and tell me what the scariest moment of your life was. In any occasion, go ahead and take it easy, maybe subscribe, and yeah.